Alright guys, and welcome back to Pheonix Wright, episode 15. Back in the court with D. Vasquez in our sights. Let's see about getting down on it. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Last day as well. Prosecution is ready. Defense is ready. Actually, I mean, it seems like it'd be an easier case for Edgeworth to make against Vasquez than against, at this point anyway. Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both prosecution and defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement. Yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for the case. Claims that the scene of the crime was, in fact, Studio 2. Today, I will call on people present in Studio 2 to trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will come clear. Very well. Edgeworth seems on edge today. Edgeworth seems on edge? Come on. I like how they changed it from Maya. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. Prosecution calls D. Vasquez to the stand. This D. Vasquez is a producer who was present in Studio 2 trailer that day. Just had to verify recording. Will the witness state her name and occupation? Let's see how this goes. D. Vasquez. I'm a producer for Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2. Actually went fine for him, for once. As everyone here knows, yes. I just like needless banter. You must pontificate. Do it when I'm not here? Oh, wow. Jesus, that's his witness as well. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder. I know she did it. Make her pay! Catch her with her pants down, so to speak. There's no smoking in court. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp, ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. Okay. We found Hammer's body later when we all went to Studio 1. That's all. Jeez. She kept it brief. I have a question about I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you? The van. There's a van in Studio 2. How? When the monkey head? I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk with that monkey's head toppling over. Merely uses van. Okay. I see. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin across. Final battle, Nick. Let's get it on. You're racers. I entered the trailer. A little before noon. By yourself? Yes. And you didn't stop at the employee area? No. Sheesh. Are you always just tears? Yes. Oh god. I know, right? Hit it at 4. Okay. We'll press anyway. You never know. Did no one leave during the meeting? No one. Come on, let's talk a little bit more about that. This witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. That's clear. Stop interrupting the testimony. The same can be said of you, Mr. Edgeworth. And please stop banging on your little desk. It hurts my ears. God. He's been getting savage lately. This case has gone totally against him. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. And when exactly was that? I've forgotten. Maybe you could try, remember? No. The meeting ended at 4, so the rehearsal scheduled for 5. I would think it'd be between those times. You would think, come on. Hold on. You had Sal take you? What does that mean? And the judge already talked about this. Don't hit your desk. It irritates me. Yeah, Mr. Wright. Enter doesn't. Oops. It was a 15-minute break. Sal. One person is enough. Kind of contradiction what she said somewhere. Yeah. Looks like the last statement is the spot to press on. If only I had proof. I can't find an opening here. Nothing is obviously standing out to me. Let's save it before we start launching into a crazy tirade. Yeah, nothing is standing out as extremely obvious. 2, 15, and 4. Took the van afterward. Used this van to drive after the meeting. Okay. Breaking a shaft. Oops. Do I have anyone that if I had that guy's testimony, that'd help. I don't have anything. Well, Nick. So I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak. Desk slam. But I say you did not. What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate. Plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, did I remind you it was a T-bone steak? Yeah, it is in the wrong spot. Remember, if you will, Miss Vasquez and Mr. Manila ate a table outside the trailer. No bones. Yet there were no bones left on the plates. The plates were bare! Yeah! Miss Vasquez? Tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You didn't eat the steak. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere, like that incinerator. I see. And what was Mrs. Vasquez doing there? Is it obvious, Your Honor? The Steel Samurai! Order! Are you saying yes, Your Honor? Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak. She ran into the Steel Samurai, and then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Mr. Wright! Isn't that a little presumptuous? Hell no. It is a little bit, but what kind of stuff you're trying to pull, right? Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it? Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today I would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Let's do it then. Let's do it! Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Ah, yes, the samurai spear. Yes. I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? You can't. I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using this weapon. I agree. Pretty much anyone would. Ha! You see? Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case. The samurai spear was not the murder weapon. Ha ha! Gotcha! What's the meaning of this spear was found lying next to the victim's body. Yeah, but the body was placed. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon. The shaft has been mended with duct tape. It would have broke. I present my proof, the so-called murder weapon. But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember that the spear broke during the morning action scene run-through. But someone fixed the spear. It was a security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who's wearing a thick costume with this? Through the chest! Let's get it. Order. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what your... Silence! I'm the one testifying here and I'll be heard. Oh, okay. Wow. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, pray tell what was. How was Hammer killed? Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what happened? I think I actually do know. When I make a claim like that, I couldn't tell you what the weapon was. I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. It is. Very well, let's see what the murder weapon is. It is the picture. Not that. That. Look at this photo. That's it. That's it. What's this? Why, that's Jack Hammer sitting at the bottom of the stairs. Hold on. Hold on! Can I have this photo? The trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it? See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him right through the chest? Just like the other one. What are you saying? Yes. What happened 5 years ago happened again. Has happened again! Gotcha! I got your ass! That's right, continue. It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Miss D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had done himself 5 years ago. But whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died the same way he caused another man to die. Yeah, Edgeworth, 5 years ago. Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? I got you. I got your ass. Very creative, Mr. Wright. Yeah, puff on that. Puff, puff. That thinking ganja. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff. You deny what I say is true? Mr. Wright, let's say, for the sake of argument, that Hammer died at the trailer, as you say. Which he did. Yet the body was found in Studio 1, was it not? And in the evil magistrate costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and then returned to the trailer all in a space of 15-minute break? Maybe if you had a van, how could I have disposed of the body? The break in the meeting in less than 15 minutes is dirty to the threat. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death and then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume? There was not enough time! She had another way. She carried the body, other than with her own hands. For instance, the van. Actually, for that matter. There's no need for her to do the 15 minutes. There was a way for you to carry that body! Interesting. Interesting. It's like, why are you gonna try and cross swords with Pheonix Wright? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be that cat. Just like Red White. I'll testify. Alright, that's what you want. Miss Vasquez, you carry the body to Studio 1, and you use the studio's van to do it! Recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then, before anyone else got there, you put the body in the magistrate costume. Exactly. Hold on, Wright. Don't forget, it was Salmonella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator? Of course he wasn't. Ha! So without Mr. Manella noticing it, she put the body in the van. Didn't manage to put the body in the costume? Are you serious? Oh. Light up the proceedings! You get light to murder? Sorry, the court and claims it just must have been a conspirator. Now, to be honest, I thought that he was a conspirator, but I was curious to see what would happen if I picked no, and I don't know. I figured I've got plenty of chances, so I wasn't worried about it, but it's pretty funny. Body had to be placed in the van and put in the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood, hence the incinerator. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, right? I lose. You win. It was fun. She's just gonna give up? So, what happens next? Don't... What? You have anything to say? What would you like me to say? Huh? I lost? Something like that? She did say that. I just said that. D. Vasquez, so it was you! You killed Jack Hammer! She doesn't like a lot of conversation. Yeah. Who can say? Huh? Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits, and the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right. But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. Yeah, Nani? What? Order. Cedric, your thoughts? Shoot. This is beyond me. Of course, this is what this says. Certainly, it does seem very likely she did it, but there's no proof. Edward isn't sure. Well, you came here as a witness today. If you have no more questions, I believe. What do I do now? Testify again. I'd like you to testify again. Yeah. No one to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before. The truth, Mr. Wright. You've already said there is all the same. What would happen if I said it again? You ask the same questions, you get the same answers. Waste of time. Damn. Mia? Gonna pop in and help? To end the cross-examination of the witness, Ms. Vasquez. Is Edwards gonna come in on it? I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't. I see very well. Your Honor, I request that the witness testify again. You're the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. Forget this. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes. Mr. Edward, I too see little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly do you want her to testify about? Well, yes. Indeed. Verily, I say. Ergo, I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. Like, why did Edgeworth? Who knows? That was a Sal old bag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too. Only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police. Then Powers showed up. The security lady, Old Bag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying, "He did it!" I asked to be left out of the proceedings. We went back to the trailer to get my script and the direction notes. Then I went home. See no issues being raised with the system. Okay, Nick. Find the key you need to twist the truth out of her. Okay. I was with Sal and Old Bag, the security lady, when we found the body. What time was that? We were to meet at 5 for the rehearsal. So 5. Mr. Manila arrived at the studio about 10 minutes before. I wasn't stuffing any bodies in costumes, right? Where were the other employees when you got to the studio? They weren't there yet. Well, then you could have put Hammer in that costume with Salmonella's help. Oh, what did I just say? Did I not just say I wasn't stuffing any bodies in costumes? You should try to listen. System was there too, only Powers was absent. And Mr. Powers was taking a nap, correct? So he says. Did no one go to call him? Remember what? There was a dead body lying in front of us, yet you expect me to be calm? Sorry, I'm late. Then, silence, dead silence. Silence. Hey, Nick, why is everyone so quiet? Someone should do something to lighten things up. Back. Why does security lady think Powers done it? Because she saw him going towards the studio. Right, Steel Samurai. Did the detective arrest Mr. Powers based solely on the security lady's word? Perhaps not. She seemed to have also given the detective a photograph. Of course, I heard that. Oh, I'm back. She's not known for exhibiting her best judgment when it comes to Hammer. Ah, here we go. You asked who left out? Yes. It seems that everyone else was questioned. And I'm really not fond of that sort of thing. But you can't decide who the police will and won't question. Thankfully, the student thinks otherwise. They're nice enough to understand that since we were in a meeting, there's no way we could have been involved. Thus, they covered for us. Covered it up. Professionals, yeah. Script in your direction notes. Yes, they're quite valuable. It's not. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio 1 for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder after all. How'd you know about that? Who could think of rehearsing after that? Wait. Wait a minute. Your Honor, I have an objection to the witness's last statement. Damn, Edgeworth is on the attack! Think. Miss Vasquez said she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what this means? She would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio 1. Yeah, that's exactly. Gotcha! Order! Order! Mr. Edgeworth. Yeah? What you've just said is a reasonable observation, yeah. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change in defense? I appreciate the concern, girl. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have an explanation? Can't believe. So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense. What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe that there would be no rehearsal. Very well. The Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action, so I left them behind. How did you know about the injury? How did I know? Yeah, how did you know? Sal, he told me. Sal, the director? Oh, yeah, I've already been through this. There's no way to do a quick skip, I don't think. Yeah, I've already got this part down. I gotta go back to where I was at before. I should know about the injury. How did I know? Sal, he told me. Sal, the director. I don't. There's something I'm missing here. I know. I'm trying to think what that could be. Oops. That looks like the spot. Okay, use the plate. Sleeping pills. Picture, no camera. Actually, it seems pretty bulletproof. Seems pretty bulletproof. That statement seems pretty. I gotta look other places. Let's look at the whole thing. So Sal and Olbag securely when we found the body. I would say the system was there. Only powers was absent. The other way around? The other way around? You discovered a murdered body and one person was missing, right? Wouldn't you normally go looking for the missing person? Strictly speaking, perhaps? don't know if the camera's going to be of any use anymore. We don't have the pictures. Man, I really don't have... Well, you knew that Hammer was injured. Wow, that was a little shot in the dark for me. Do you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was still Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. Ah, that's the contradiction. God, I suck. Can't believe I didn't notice that. I knew that Hammer was injured. Yes, Mr. Hammer's dragging his leg in this photo, but that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending. One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why do you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? Because you knew that he was the one in the suit. I already said it was Sal who told me. That's right. He must have gotten it wrong. No. Mr. Manello was at the run-through that morning. He would have known that it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez. You had heard Mr. Manello wrong. You saw Hammer limping. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes. Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured? Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Powers. And when was he doing this? Well, it would have to have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2, where he was murdered. Exactly. Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping! And that's how you knew it was Hammer who was murdered. So Mr. Hammer was in the Steel Samurai suit. And that's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had it in the morning. Ha! Gotcha! You're in my crosshairs. Order! Order! I'll have order. Witness. Can you refute this claim? Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this. Very well. I have a question for you. Ugh. Are the real killers so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing! Yes, you would need a motive. Oh, now we're gonna talk about motive. Will Powers didn't need a motive. Nobody else needed a motive that we've seen so far. Now he says motive. Why would she have killed the victim? Is there a reason? It isn't clear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on the matter? In other words, can you prove that she had a motive? Okay, I have proof and I'll show it to you. I present the court evidence as Miss Vasquez's motive in this murder. I don't have any proof. I have nothing. Contains photos of every... No, you can't say before this. Whoops. Proof of a motive. Powers photo. I don't really have any proof. I mean, not really. Well, let's try that. That's all I've got, really. This is my proof! This is the photo from before. This photo reveals a motive in this murder! I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. D. Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial. It began on that date 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom. His guilt weighed on him, down, no doubt. However, you, D. Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change, bringing us to the present day, and Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly, it was a constant source of shame for the X-Star. One moment, Mr. Wright. We were talking about motives here, yet you have only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed D. Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have? Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have had no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me, and I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine. Mr. Wright, please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for murder. I'll reveal my motive for saving. She had no motive, Your Honor. What's that now? It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense. What's that now? It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Mrs. Vasquez. What? Your Honor, Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool a security lady thinking he was Powers. Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill D. Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. Snap! So, you did do it, didn't you? Yes, I am guilty. It was me. Someone call an ambulance! There's blood everywhere! We're too late! Miss Vasquez, what happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Manuel! Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm. No! How could this... That was my lover! It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... Manuel! Don't touch him. No! Manuel! Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose. Again. Whew! Mr. Edgeworth, where's D. Vasquez? In the waiting lobby, Your Honor. As calm and collected as ever. I see. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. It appears you have brought about yet another miracle. I thank you, Your Honor. Couldn't have done it without you, Edgeworth. I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found so was only natural, not a miracle. Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, innocent. Not guilty. Good job, Edgeworth. That is all. The court is adjourned. Yeah, I was toast. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. Yes, but it's sad. I know. I now know that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez, but to think that he tried to frame me for the murder, yeah, no kidding, right? Makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright. Huh? Tell me, why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? Well, this is what I think. Mr. Hammer wanted to put the blame on you because you were the Steel Samurai. Mr. Hammer was a big star once. but he was reduced to acting in kid show, and as the villain's boot. The kids loved the Steel Samurai, so he hated you. I think I understand. He could have just told me. I would have changed places with him at any time. I think you're missing the point. Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over. So am I. So am I. Congratulations on the WP! Now about that bill. Thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. Maybe. Can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume, and I think that show's canceled. Is something wrong? No. Of course not. Nick Edgeworth! What's going on, bro? Say something right. I'm not good at small talk. What? That was too bad, Edgeworth. You don't waste any time gloating, do you? Come on, Pheonix. No, I really want to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in. And pleased to meet you, I'm Powers. Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Right. I must say, I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years. Meet again? However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I am saddled with unnecessary feelings. Unnecessary feelings? Yes, unease and uncertainty. Aren't those the kind of necessary? They only serve to get in the way. You listen to me, Pheonix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. Kind of a defense attorney. That's what I came here to tell you. Was that guy your friend? Friends? Maybe at one point. Rivalescus! For now we are, I guess. Come on, Nick. I would have told Mia, but you know, you're too young. Until the curtain closes on the trial. It caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. They went back to making the kid shows again. Pink Princess, yeah, that's the one that the guy talked about. Nick, this is it. The new show starts today. You're gonna watch it with me, right? Salmonella should be in jail. I'll admit, I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it. You have to buy trading cards too. You have to trade with Cody and his sister. So he gets to play the lead again. Wonder if they'll show his real face this time. I don't know. I don't think the world's ready for the real Will Powers. Epic. The end. Steel Samurai case. Alright. Edgeworth. Disgraced. Turnabout goodbye. That wasn't bad. So, that last little part there, I didn't catch that. Honestly, when I selected that picture, or the van, or what did I pick? Oh, the picture. Yeah, the picture showing Will Powers. I was just totally like, I was about to take shots in the dark. I mean, I was like, I just don't know. I don't know. So I didn't notice that little dialogue there. Very sneaky of the game. But otherwise, not too bad of a case. That was cool. That was fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, seeing the end of the Steel Samurai. And we will return with more Pheonix Wright. In the next case. So, once again, hope you guys enjoyed that. And we'll see you next time. See you guys.